Hello YouTube and welcome back to Let's Play Bloons Tower Defense 5 Deluxe Edition. In the last episode I started off doing the medium reverse stages, and obviously I'm still recording this on the same day so I don't need to get that treasure chest. And yeah, that was Monkey Lane. Now I'm doing Bloonhenge. And another thing that I probably should have mentioned last time is that it gives me the medal for having completed it on reverse, when I haven't actually played any of these on reverse on this file. So I don't know why it has that medal. Again, probably just some kind of bug. But oh well. In this stage, I'm going to be using the boomerang thrower. And if you did watch the last episode, I don't know what I was thinking. I was just buying and selling things all over the place, and I lost a bunch of lives because I wasn't placing things right. So I don't know what happened. But here, I'm going to try to use the glaive ricochet. Try to get it pretty early so that I can get through a lot of the levels, like a lot of the waves, with a double Renga glaive ricochet, because that really does help, especially on this track, because unlike on Monkey Lane, where when you go through reverse, the balloons go through the tunnel pretty early on, so there isn't really a long path that the glaive ricochet can ricochet through. Rather than here, where it's just one long path uninterrupted, the glaive ricochet will be able to bounce all the way through without any trouble. And again, the game's going kind of slow. Like, I'm only getting about 20 frames. It's okay. I mean, it's much better than like the 2 frames that I would get occasionally. So that's alright, but it is going kind of slow. It kind of bugs me. I want this to go quickly because I'm doing this on medium, so I've got 65 rounds to get through. But anyways, once I get the glaive ricochet, then I'll be able to sort of rest my defenses, and I won't need to keep buying things and upgrading and everything. So hopefully I'll be able to save up enough for Banana Farm, which now that I'm on medium costs 1,000, which is actually kind of expensive. Obviously not quite as expensive as the glaive ricochet, because that's 1,185. But it would be better to get the glaive ricochet first, even though it is slightly more expensive, just because it'll help out a lot more than if I was using a regular boomerang monkey. And I keep comparing now between Bloons Monkey City to now Bloons Tower Defense 5, because I've been playing the beta for it, and almost there, but I keep comparing between the two now because the boomerang thrower, it's a lot less helpful on a lot of the tracks, unless you have the glaive ricochet. Whereas here, it's still really good, even if you don't have glaive ricochet or bionic boomer. Excuse me. So yeah, the glaive ricochet is really helpful, especially here, even though it does make the game not necessarily take longer, but I usually have it, or now I've realized I should have it a little farther back, because if I put it in the beginning, then it's just a small little path that it keeps ricocheting through, but if I put it near the end, or at least more near the middle, then it'll ricochet through all these balloons and be a lot more effective, because even though it would have popped through all of those balloons anyways, now it has a longer chance to pop through them, I guess. Like, it doesn't need as many throws to pop through that many, if that makes sense. I'm not really sure how to describe it. Yeah. And what's really nice about having the double Renga is that now I'm popping through 2 layers rather than just 1 layer being shaved off or something. And something that I found out this morning is that there is a hotkey for upgrading, and I mentioned this in the last video, but just mentioning it again for anyone that didn't see it. The period and comma key on your keyboard will upgrade things without you having to move your mouse down and click on it, which I think is just awesome, because I'm sure it's been around for a while, and I just never found out because I never tried pressing the period or comma key. So, I don't know. It seems like something that pretty much everyone should know, like a useful tip, not like they should already know type of thing. But yeah, it's just very helpful. especially for the Dartling gun, because the Dartling gun moves wherever your mouse is, so not having to move your mouse down to the upgrades mid-round is very helpful. Alright, so now I'm just waiting for the banana farm to make more money so that I can upgrade it to make even more money. So that'll take some time. And the soonest round that I'll have to actually upgrade not the binding boomer, just the regular boomerang thrower, will probably be round 24, because that will be when the camo balloon appears. Although it's only one camo balloon, and it's only a green balloon, so I could probably just use road spike on it rather than have to get something that has camo detection. And then the round after that would be round 28, or the round after it that I'd actually have to do something would be round 28, because it has a lead balloon, and I just need to spend like 250, I think, on getting the red heart rings, which, you know what, I'm just going to do it now. And it was actually less than 250, it was 235, I think. So yeah, just to get that little thing out of the way, and place that there. Alright, so that was a pretty simple level, or it's pretty easy to get this far with just the boomerang thrower, or glaive ricochet really, and having the banana farm make up a lot of money, because now that I have the Banana Republic, I'm making $500 extra per round, so that's an assured 500 every wave. And this level I love, or this wave I love, is because it's a long stream of balloons, which is really great for the glaive ricochet, especially with double Ranga, because now just this one just popped through everything. That's just awesome. Another good tower type here would be the bomb tower, because it has a good area of effect. And now it's the lead layers, which I don't know if it's just me, but the lead, it doesn't seem to ricochet very well off of it. So I don't know. And now I'm going to get the monkey village, because I do need to get him camo detection eventually. So I'm going to need 2,000 more money, which means at the very most 4 more waves, because I'm getting the 500 waves from the banana farm. And this actually does not look good, because the I'm just going to use pineapple, or a couple pineapples, to get through that. And you know what? I could use road spikes to block those, but I'm just going to let them through, because I've got plenty of lives. And there's no real bonus to doing this without lives lost. Which, again, I'm kind of comparing to Bloons Monkey City, because there is a bonus for not losing any lives on a level. But anyways, there's no real loss in losing a few lives when you have 450 because of the triple lives premium upgrade. So, yeah, I don't mind if I lose a few. But I do need the camo detection, because I'm sure I would probably lose if I just never got camo detection. Alright, now hopefully, because these lead are a little bit closer packed, it's a little easier, but see, they don't ricochet very well. I'm not sure why exactly. And you know what, that's just because that one is going to bother me. Alright, so now it has camo detection. But then the problem here is that the balloons are really spread out, so they're not going to ricochet very well, except for right here on the corner where they stay closer together. So yeah, there's that. And I'm going to get jungle drums to increase his attack speed, just to make him a little bit more effective. And then I'm just going to wait a little bit longer so I can get the 4,000 wealthy bananas, or valuable bananas, so that they're making $30 instead of 20. That way I'm getting more money quicker. And then just wait for the banana research facility, which will give me 3,000, which will be very helpful. And then once I'm done with that, then I'm just going to build a bunch of super monkeys, because they're really effective. And they're probably pretty cost efficient, but I haven't actually looked into that. Alright, so just 1,500 more, and that should be good. And I kind of want to just build a whole bunch of glaive ricochet, just because of how awesome they are. But that probably wouldn't be very good for the Moabs, and the BFBs, because the Glaive Ricochet is really good at long streams of lower level bloons, but it's not very good against single high level bloons. Like, you could have 1,000 red bloons, or even 1,000 blue or green bloons, and the Glaive Ricochet would be fine. But just give it one ceramic, and it does struggle a little bit. It's not, like, always going to lose against the ceramic, but if you gave it one Moab, one Glaive Ricochet is not going to do the job. One Bionic Boomer probably won't do the job, but you know, having 5 or 6 Glaive Ricochet still isn't as good as having 5 or 6 Bionic Boomer when you're going up against something like a Moab. But when you're going up against really tightly packed, large amounts of bloons, then it is better to have quite a few Glaive Ricochet, because then you know that they're going to pierce all the way through them and not get stuck because of their pop limit. Now, here's something. You can't actually seem to ricochet through lead directly, but if there's other bloons spread throughout the lead, then the glaive does seem to just ricochet right through them that way. So that's just something interesting. And yep, I can easily get through the rainbow, but then here, like I said, because of ceramic, yep, and yeah, that took quite a few lives. I probably should not have let those go through, but yeah, that means I should probably get a super monkey. Or I should get him now and upgrade him a little bit more. Just the range is probably good for now, because I really only need him for the ceramic. It's only around 41, so there won't be many ceramics, I guess, and there won't be any Moabs for quite a while. Alright. So yeah, if you are playing this and you don't have triple lives, definitely make sure you get those ceramics taken care of. A good, like, ceramic buster would be a 3-1 or 3-2 sniper monkey, meaning that you've upgraded it to level 3 on the left side and at least 1 or 2 on the right side. Because the snipers can pop through an entire ceramic bloon at once with one shot if you have it upgraded all the way on the left, all the way to the 3rd tier. Alright, actually I'm going to give him the Robo Monkey, because something interesting that I found out about the Robo Monkey is that even if you don't have the Laser Blast or the Plasma Blast, the darts will be able to pierce through... I feel like I'm going to sneeze, but anyways, the Robo Monkey will be able to pierce through lead even if it doesn't have the right upgrade. And that's actually pretty interesting. I've never actually seen it spread its arms so far to target 2 different bloons. So that's pretty interesting to see. But it is round 45. So I'm actually... No, I was thinking about selling it, but I don't really have any good reason to sell it. I was thinking about selling it to get the banana research facility, but I don't think it would have been enough. Although, no, that's only 6,000. No, I don't think that would have been enough. So that's fine. I wanted to get the banana research facility now so that I could get 3,000 right then, rather than now I have to still wait until I get the banana research facility. And I should probably upgrade this, just to make sure it's actually pretty awesome. Alright, so probably gonna need another one, just to make sure that I'm able to beat the other Moabs and BFBs. Or, better idea, use a Bloon Chipper, because it is a great blimp buster. And you know what? I'm actually going to say that it's better than a Robo Monkey if you set it to strongest and you make sure that it's focused on getting those blimps. As far as ceramic, probably just get a sniper. And nice. That's actually even good against Moabs, which actually, you know what? Nope, I'm not going to upgrade it to its 4th tier, because that would defeat the purpose of the, whatchamacallit. And you know what? I am actually content with this setup. I'm actually gonna get that one. I don't think that'll actually help. Maybe against the Moabs or something. I'm content with this, even though I actually am going to get the high energy beacon once I have enough money, because that will also be helpful, especially because look at that range. I mean, seriously, that is very close to entire map coverage. If I just placed it a little bit lower, it would have the entire track covered with its range. That is just ridiculous. Bigger beacon, it's amazing. And actually, if I place another beacon, then it will be able to cover the entire range. That's just ridiculous. Alright, so set that to strongest. And actually, I am going to try to get another monkey village just to increase the range. And now, I'm not sure if that actually increased the range or not, but still, that's pretty awesome. And I don't think getting another jungle drums will actually make a difference, but still, might as well. That's crazy. And also set you to strongest, which again, I'm not really sure why, but it seems to make it more effective, because it's switching targets rather than just focusing in on one bloon at a time. So I'm thinking it has a sort of recharge time or something between the two. If it's targeting one bloon, then it's not always going to be constantly popping at the same speed as if it was targeting multiple bloons, which is just an assumption. I haven't actually experimented with it yet, so I don't know. Don't have to take my word on it or anything. And you know what? I'm actually going to get rid of that balloon chipper and get the cripple Moab, because with these two, and I'm going to sell this because I don't need it, because with the high energy beacon and the sniper, it is a good enough combo to actually get through all this. And then the glaive ricochet is just a nice little added bonus. And I'm actually going to make another one, just as an extra little safety net. And speaking of safety nets, I'm actually going to put a spike factory over here. Actually, no, that's out of the range of the... yeah, because you can tell what is and isn't in the range of the monkey village because of their range, because it'll get an increased range when it... actually, hold on. Because there was something in Bloons Monkey City that seemed to be a bug, and I still think it's a bug. I mentioned it on the forums, and they didn't seem to think it was a bug. But see, that doesn't seem right, because, hold on, here it has those gears and the sprockets, or this gears, I guess. And when you increase it here, it loses the gears. But I've seen it with the gears. I mean, it's frustrating me. I've seen the purple with the gears, but now it's not doing it. That's so weird. Oh well, I'll just leave it at that. Actually, no, not that one. See, this is what I like about Monkey Tycoon. I kind of mentioned it in the last episode, that you can just sell stuff and then buy it again and then sell it again without losing any money. Alright. So yeah, I should be fine. This is such a good setup, especially compared to Super Monkeys, which Super Monkeys are great. They do have their strengths. But I think the sniper and the high energy beacon with bigger beacon is a little bit more effective than a Super Monkey. Especially when paired with these two Glaive Lords, which is pretty awesome. And then of course the Spike Ball Factory is just a little added bonus, little safety net. It still frustrates me about that, the transformation of it all. Oh well. Also, round 59, if I remember correctly, is the first round with Camouflage Lead. And Camouflage Lead is a very specific balloon type. There's not that many, I guess. There's probably a few, but there's only a few monkeys that can actually pop camo lead without outside help. Without the radar scanner, the only towers that can detect lead, that can detect camo, that can pop lead, would be the Spike Factory, the Dartling Gun, the Mortar Tower, the Monkey Apprentice, the Monkey Buccaneer, I guess I can. Monkey Ace. Well, okay, there are a few, or quite a few, that can, now that I'm actually looking at it and counting. But the Ninja Monkey, I generally go on the left side upgrades when it's the third tier right side that lets it pop lead. That's kind of important. The Monkey Buccaneer, you can't always use it. And again, I always go on the left side, but it's the right side left tier, right side third tier that lets it pop lead. So that's interesting, or important, I guess. The Monkey Ace, it's not very good at popping camo lead because it only drops pineapples every couple seconds and they're not very accurate. So I really wouldn't depend on that to pop a lead. But when you give it the Spectre upgrade, it'll shoot out bombs with its darts, and it can get pretty effective that way. So that'll be popping lead, but that's really expensive. The Monkey Apprentice, it actually is able to pop lead before it can pop camo, but obviously it can pop both without being one lane specific, so that's actually pretty good against camo lead. The Dartling Gun, it can already pop camo, and the second tier right side upgrade allows it to pop through lead, so that makes it good. The Mortar Tower, it can already pop through lead, but the right side third tier upgrade is what lets it pop camo. And what's really good about that one is that it not only pops the camo, but it uncamouflages it if it actually hits with its explosion. So that's pretty effective. The Spike Factory, it automatically pops camo because it has camo detection. And then the second tier left upgrade is what lets it pop lead. So it is pretty helpful, but it is a little bit more expensive than some of the other options. And then, you always have to wait for it to come around and actually get popped by it. The Monkey Engineer, it actually can pop lead and camo. I think only with the specialty building, because the specialty building allows it to pop lead and ice, lead and frozen balloons. So yeah, and actually, just upgrade to the spiked mines. This would be a little bit more effective right here. And it's actually pretty good that I put that safety net, because a few balloons did actually get quite a ways into them. So anyways, that was a kind of long, somewhat boring explanation of the towers that can pop camo lead. And of course, with the radar scanner, it allows pretty much any tower to detect camo, and then any tower that can already pop lead, combo that and all that. And anyways, that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.